The 7 deadly sins: greed, lust, envy, pride, gluttony, wrath, and sloth. There are 7 YouTubers in particular that perfectly exemplify these 7 deadly sins, starting with greed. Greed is thought of as the uncontrolled longing for something when someone has to sacrifice something important to get it. Jake Tran is the perfect candidate for this sin.
Jake Tran.
While Jake definitely seems to be enjoying his life with expensive watches and fancy vacations, what did he sacrifice to get there? Well, that would be his video quality. There was a point in time when Jake was producing some of the best documentary content on YouTube, and his channel would absolutely explode because of it. But Jake sees himself as a capitalist, so he needed to optimize his machine. At first, this optimization would start out small and barely noticeable. However, it wouldn't be long until this machine was so optimized it would lose the soul that everyone loved in the first place. Completely outsource the editing to people on Fiverr? Check. Include a sponsor in every video? Check. Accept deals from scammy sponsors that have questionable products they want to sell to his fans? Check. You could definitely make the argument that Jake is even more successful after he indulged in greed, but the same could not be said for the YouTuber who indulged.
I mean, what do y'all think? I don't think that's that crazy though, except for like the trying to, you know, set your viewers up, you know. I think that's sort of crazy. I think most people, they, you know, put sponsors in their videos, and who don't want to? You know, you make a lot more money apparently. That is just what I'm hearing. I've never got a sponsor, not yet, but I will soon.
Indulged in lust. Lust is thought of as unbridled
here we go with James
desire,
Charles.
often when one has to sacrifice something pure.
Out here trying to take all the straight man's
James Charles
cheeks.
is the perfect candidate for the sin of lust. The beauty YouTuber who was on top of the world but allowed his empire to be destroyed because of his desires. In late 2020,
I came here looking
James
for
was gaining
man's
an
butt.
impressive average of nearly 150 million monthly views, but it wouldn't be long until his reputation was completely destroyed, beginning with James saying he was into straight men.
I want a boy who is straight.
Love that for you. That's easy.
It's easier than you
That's
would think.
easy.
After James was photographed at Coachella with his
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was like, bro, who is that girl in them in that outfit, bro? I just see like the legs, bro. It's not about to be one of them. Oh, is that Frost? It's not want to be one of those moments. No, sir. Dang. I'm glad I didn't say anything.
straight Instagram model named Gage Gomez. He would respond to the questions asking if this was his new boyfriend with the following tweet.
Nope, unfortunately I'm still very single. This boy played me for months on end and is a disgusting con artist. I'm thankful I had my friends with me to protect me.
After James tweeted, Gage would release a video alleging James was pressuring him into meeting up and beginning a physical relationship. But this drama would look like nothing in comparison to the events that would be the downfall of James Charles.
Bro, is that hairstyle like trendy in like the white community? I just want to know. I'm not racist. Can you even be right? Never mind. I'm just saying, bro. That look nasty. That's why I say it looks nasty. That hairstyle, that looks tough.
It would all start when a Twitter user named Isaiah13 would make a tweet saying,
"If you're gonna text someone, make sure you know their age. He added me on Insta. My Insta has my TikTok, which shows my age."
Isaiah would then reveal on his TikTok James had been pressuring him to send explicit photos. It wouldn't be long until several other individuals would also come forward alleging they had a similar experience.
Okay, now, okay, look. EDP does this. He's done for. He's canceled. Pack him up. James Charles does it. Pat on the wrist. It's all right. It was a mistake. It was a mistake. Let him slide. Let him slide. That's crazy to me. It's crazy, bro. I don't support what neither is doing. I'm just saying, if you're gonna enforce the law on one person, make sure you do it for everybody else. You know, that's all I'm saying.
James has not had a single month of positive subscriber growth since
16?
the drama. But unlike James, the next YouTuber on this list would explode in subscribers once his drama began. To envy is to have a longing arousal.
I don't even
for
know this
someone
guy's
else's
name. I know he's like the white
But to take it
Speed.
a step farther is to have an extreme desire to actually be someone else. This personifies White Boy M, a YouTuber who constructed his entire personality around that of a more popular YouTuber, iShowSpeed. Before M was trying to become Speed by emulating him, he would post interview style content, but pay attention to how his
I
voice
did me like
sounds.
one interview.
How many
bro.
years did Richard Nixon serve president?
Oh, child, I am not even about to lie to y'all boys right now, bro. I was on Omegle, and a guy actually showed, you know, his his private part, bro.
The Speed imitation would begin when M would start off a live stream with the title "Live with iShowSpeed."
That gotta be
The live
racist.
stream would gain significantly more traction
gotta be
because of
racist.
the clickbait title, signaling to M that Speed was his ticket to virality. Over the coming months, M would begin acting more and more like Speed, talking completely differently than he used to. This would continue until a series of clips would completely blow up White Boy M's channel.
Really? I have 14 out of 15 bubbles, bro. Are you serious right now, bro?
But internet success from directly copying someone else is never sustainable in the long run, which is reflected by M's statistics. While White Boy M would be considered somewhat of a small YouTuber, the next YouTuber on this list is one of the biggest on the platform and is
Oh,
representing
Jake Paul,
pride.
bro.
Pride is defined as dangerously corrupt selfishness, putting one's own desires,
I've never watched Jake
urges,
Paul
wants, and whims
ever in my life,
before
I'm not
the
gonna lie to you.
welfare of others. If
Ever
we
in
take a
my
look
life.
at the
Ever.
events that transpired in Logan Paul's YouTube career, pride would be a perfect descriptor to summarize them. Starting with his
I know
early
what J.
Vine
Cole
days,
said.
which could best be
Pride
described
is
as
the
him
devil.
acting like a public nuisance. Pride could certainly be seen in these type of videos because he was acting like an idiot, annoying the public for his own personal gain. But Logan Paul's prideful actions would only get worse from here on out. The major event we could point to would be when Logan filmed a vlog in a Japanese forest, which is colloquially called the forest. While filming his vlog, he was acting in his normal over-the-top kid-friendly manner, but the worst part of the whole situation would be when he showed an actual dead body of a man who had deleted himself. After a huge apology tour, it would appear that Logan had reconstructed his reputation.
I haven't seen that
but
video.
he would again put his own wants before the welfare of others a few years later. In early 2022, Logan would begin his foray into crypto. This journey would start with a few promotions of what are called pump and dump coins. These are coins designed to make their founders money without providing any value to the community that supported them. Logan would profit immensely from promoting these coins, but these promotions would pale in comparison to Logan's own project, CryptoZoo.
Crypto
a game
Zoo,
which,
oh yeah,
similar
I've
to a
seen
pump
some
and
videos
dump
about
coin,
this.
was designed with a minimal amount of effort to earn as
Crazy
much money
scam,
as
bruh.
possible for its founders.
Crazy.
The game would be broken and underdeveloped, leaving a huge trail of victims who lost significant sums of money after
Yeah.
believing in Logan's promises.
I know most of y'all,
While
most of us
Logan
watched this
Paul is big
Godzilla
on
video and we
YouTube,
was like,
this YouTuber is also big,
Gluttony?
but in a different way, and is our
Nah, that's
candidate
sort of
for
crazy, bro. That's sort of crazy what
Gluttony
he
is
did
the
there.
Overconsumption.
Did y'all
and
hear it? Hold
overindulgence
on.
YouTube. This YouTuber is also big, but in a different way, and is our
Hey,
candidate
bro,
for
crazy.
gluttony. Gluttony is the overconsumption and
Fat shaming is
overindulgence in
crazy.
something to the point of waste. The genre
Nah, I'm
of
playing,
YouTube
bro.
videos known
That's
as
nasty.
mukbang.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to see that. I don't watch it, but I guess it's an appeal. It's an appeal to some people, to most people. But how they be, bro? How does one woman be doing it? I don't know her nationality, but it's somewhere in the Japanese, Korean, over there in that you know, bro. She be eating these weird things, bro, and they be when you bite it, she bite into it, juices be squirting out of it and all that, bro. I'm just like, bro, what's going on here, bro? This should be blocked. It should be blocked, bro.
Would be the perfect candidate to represent gluttony, as the videos
I've never
involve
had that.
preparing
What's
an
that called?
ungodly amount of food and then attempting
I'll
to
eat that,
finish
bro.
it. But when choosing a specific
Oh man, pizza and ranch is the best combination ever.
YouTuber to represent
gosh.
gluttony, it would have to be Nikocado
See,
Avocado.
that's not it.
Avocado, otherwise known as Nicholas Perry, would begin his YouTube channel in Colombia, documenting his vegan
That's
life
him?
when he moved there with his then boyfriend. He would cover various things about his lifestyle, but his
Bro, you
channel
too
would
close to
only
my
start
face,
gaining
bro.
a
Watch
decent
out.
amount of traction on his videos when he ate food in front of the camera, otherwise known as a mukbang. At first, these mukbangs would start out with a somewhat reasonable amount of vegan food and usually involve Nicholas finishing it. But about a year into his YouTube journey, Nicholas would make a video stating his frustrations with the vegan community and saying he would be departing from it. From this point forward, although his dishes were still very healthy, they would occasionally start containing meat in them. But being in the mukbang niche meant that to stay interesting and compete against the other YouTubers, Nicholas would
No
have
way
to up
she's
the
finishing
portions
that,
and the
bro.
visual
No way. I don't believe
compete.
it. She's not finishing at all. She can't. It's not possible. I don't believe it.
against the other YouTubers,
I don't believe it.
Nicholas would have to up the
believe
portions
it.
and the visual intrigue of the food he was eating. The food Nikocado Avocado was eating began to become increasingly unhealthy and the portions larger as time went on. With this gradual change, his weight would increase as well, transforming the once skinny vegan YouTuber into a morbidly obese person that uses a mobility scooter to get around. Nikocado went from vegan to meat lover, and the next YouTuber would be very
Pause.
angry at him, which is perfect because she's our candidate for wrath.
This
Wrath
woman
is
here.
the most simple of the 7 deadly sins, and is pretty much thought of as excessive anger. Thinking about angry YouTubers, images of raging gamers probably come to mind, but there's actually someone who's much
We
more
know about
angry
him.
than them. Observing her outward appearances,
Hey, what
she
happened
would
at the
probably
bridge?
be one of the last people you would think should fill this spot on the list. But the truth is, she's one of the most angry YouTubers of them all. That vegan teacher, otherwise known as Katie Dykmeyer, would create her channel on
Dykmeyer.
July 21st, 2018, but she wouldn't start uploading
Fighting
until the
racism,
pandemic
homophobia.
began in 2020.
Wait, hold
Her
on,
videos
hold on.
would but she
Fighting racism, homophobia, and vegan phobia. So you telling me there's niggas in this world who are afraid of vegans? Bro, niggas put phobia on anything they want to nowadays, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
wouldn't start uploading until the pandemic began in 2020. Her videos would start off very tame and would be what you would expect from a typical vegan activist.
Crazy.
Although her videos would change forever once she made the discovery that the more outrageous she made her content, the more views she obtained. Even though these views would be comprised of people watching for the sole purpose of laughing at her, her views would go up nonetheless. At a certain point, she would devise a new strategy, combining outrageous content with calling out famous influencers. But if her goal is to actually convert people to the vegan lifestyle and not just increase her own
I don't believe veganism is like a good thing. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You seen Robert Downey Jr.? You see that nigga? That's a prime example of you might need some meat in your diet, bro. You might need it. I'm just saying. Come on now. Come on. Unless he got something else wrong with him, but from what I've known, what I know, that nigga is he turned vegan, bro, and just like that, bro, he about to that nigga about to disappear.
notoriety, it certainly isn't working, as her image of the crazy vegan steers people away from considering it as a serious
I know she
lifestyle.
don't got. I know she don't have one of these, bro. Oh,
You could say
man.
a lot of things about that vegan teacher, but
Oh.
one thing you definitely can't say is that she's lazy and isn't always trying new strategies to get people to be vegan. However, in terms of work ethic, the same could not be said for the next YouTuber on this list and our candidate for sloth. Sloth is the reluctance to work or make an effort, otherwise known as laziness. The best way we can apply this idea to the concept of YouTube is a failure to innovate and create new content, as we can pretty much examine every failed YouTube channel and see that 90% of the time, the chief cause of its downfall was lack of innovation. Boogie2988 is no exception to this rule and is a great candidate for the deadly sin
Boogie2988.
of sloth. Boogie hasn't seen a month of positive
Haven't heard
subscriber
of him.
growth in over 3 years, and the primary reason for this is the fact that his content never changes. A vast majority of his videos are him sitting in his room talking about something or complaining about his life. If you look at a video made 1 year ago, 2 years ago, even 3 years ago, there's no significant change in video quality, the pacing, or really anything at all. The truth is, YouTube is such a competitive game that if you aren't changing anything, people will eventually get bored and watch someone else who is putting in the effort to make their videos perpetually better. And unfortunately for now, Boogie is not making the choice to do that.
Make sure you leave a like, bro. Make sure you leave a like, bro. Leave a like, bro. I just, you know what I mean? Help the algorithm, bro. Help the algorithm out. You know what I mean? Help me out too. You know what I mean? Hey, click right here if you do want to watch any other reactions of mine. You know, click. They're right there. You know, for your enjoyment. Go ahead and watch them. Yeah. Until then, it's TyreTv, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.